everyone. I'm Sabah and I welcome you all to this third day of International 1 Week International e-workshop on Introduction to Geospatial Technology. Our first lecture of today is on visual image interpretation. So let's begin with the introduction to image interpretation. Aerial photographs as well as imagery obtained by remote sensing using aircraft or a spacecraft as platforms have applicability in various fields. By studying the qualitative as well as quantitative aspects of images recorded by various sensor systems like aerial photographs, black and white infrared, color and color infrared, multi-band photographs, satellite data, both pictorial and digital, including thermal and radar imagery. An interpreter well experienced in his field can drive a lot of information. So in order to make good use of remote sensing data, we must be able to extract meaningful information from the imagery. This is possible by the interpretation and analysis of the remote sensing imagery. It involves the identification or measurement of various targets in an image. So remote sensing data has been divided into two different classes. One is biophysical and one is the hybrid. So biophysical data are directly measured by the remote sensing systems without using other data, whereas hybrid data are created by systematically analyzing more than one biophysical variable, such as detecting vegetation. Stress generally includes absorption characteristics of chlorophyll, temperature, and moisture content. Land use analysis is also an example of hybrid variable because it requires knowledge of several biophysical matters such as color, texture, tone, location, size, and so on. So what is image interpretation? So image interpretation is defined as the extraction of qualitative and quantitative information in the form of a map about the shape, location, structure, function, quality, condition, relationship of and between objects, etc. by using human knowledge or experience. Photo interpretation is sometimes used as a synonym of image interpretation. Image interpretation is a process of identifying objects or condition on remotely sensed images and inferring their significance. Since the late 19th century, viewing imagery and distinguishing subtle differences in brightness and darkness, texture, depth perception, and recognizing complex shapes and features has become a part of our everyday life. So there are four ways in which remote sensing differs from our real life. First is the imagery is usually acquired from overhead. Second, many sensors record imagery beyond the visible portion of electromagnetic spectrum, like from infrared to microwave, thermal infrared images we are getting infrared images and microwave images. So a color infrared image of healthy vegetation will appear red rather than green. Imagery, third is the imagery may acquired at unfamiliar resolutions and scales. Familiar objects on a high resolution photo may not be recognizable on a coarse multispectral satellite images, that is MSS images. We lose a sense of depth while viewing a two-dimensional image unless we can view it stereoscopically so as to simulate the third dimension of height. Indeed, interpretation benefits are greatly in this are greatly in many applications when images are viewed in stereo as visualization, and therefore recognition of targets are enhanced dramatically. So complexity of image interpretation. First of all, there is lots of complexity involved in image interpretation. We should understand this. The image interpretation process can involve various levels of complexity, from a simple direction recognition of objects in the scene to the inference of site conditions. An example of this can be a national highway or a major river on a satellite imagery. More particularly, on a false color composite. If the interpreter has some experience, the interpretation of these linear features, road and river, may be straightforward. Like the roads are always straight, whereas the rivers may have the meandering. Then the roads may be seen with the bright colors, whereas the river, if rivers are perennial, they will be seen with the black color. On the other hand, the interpreter has to adopt some other image characteristics in order to infer the appearance of the objects on the image. So let's see the border information or marginal information of list 3 data, list 4 sensor data as prepared by NRSC. So this is annotation line 1. It is written IRS P6, that is the satellite ID. Then product type, STD is the product type. Then fixed is the other option is float. Then full is the other option are India or Geo. Then the D, E, this space will be left blank if the product is not an OBSSR product. F, this is the where B ratio 234 is written. It is band number details and band combination. Then G332 is the here G ratio 332 is the gain setting. Then path based is the other options are stereo pair, merge, ortho image, point based, map sheet number, etc. So here POL is written. This is the type of projection. So here the type of and the type of sampling. CC is the type of sampling. Then the annotation line number 2 is the first is the date of acquisition, that is 27 October 2006 with time, that is 12:00. So second is the path and row number, that is T102L/SOS064. This is the path number, path and row number. Then L4 is the sub-scene details which may be left blank. Then LA0 ratio 48 is the look angle in degrees, that is 48 degrees. Then FN 2232 ratio 25 oblique E 88 ratio 20 ratio 23 It is the corrected scene center latitude and longitudes in degree, minute, second. Then this one is the A155 is the sun elevation and azimuth in degrees. Then at the bottom, annotation number line 3 is the, here it is shown the latitudes and the longitudes number east. This is the latitudes and this is the longitudes values. So annotation line number 3 in the bottom is the generation ID. First one is the P into 660000187 is the generation ID. Then again, the date and time of generation is given over here. It is procured on 23 November 2005. And the time is also given 16:48:32 seconds. Then DPS is the data processing system. E is the, this one DPS 5 is the Hyderabad, that is the data processing system, and the place of generation is Hyderabad, and data generation agency is ISRO/NRSA. So this is the information that is given on a satellite image if you are taking a hard copy of the satellite image. So this is the example from IRS list 4 sensor image. So image interpretation, indirect prediction of terrain features by a combined process of deductive and inductive reasoning aided by ground verification and extending clues to interpreted possibilities. So the methods of image interpretation involves image analysis task involve manual procedures and computer assisted procedures. We are more interested in manual procedures, that is analysis procedures, hypothesis testing, line of reasoning, convergence of evidence. Then the technical and aids that are needed for the image interpretation are conceptual models, collateral, material, literature. Literature review is very important. Then the lab measurement, interpretation keys, field work, then the stereo viewing and other search methods. Other than this, the basic elements include the tone, color, higher order spatial arrangements, size, shape, texture, pattern, height, shadow, sight, association, etc. So the elements of visual interpretation and orders and method of search. First of all, the primary one is the location and tone and color. And as we move further from this point to the lower levels, the complexity increases. So the elements of visual image interpretation involves these. First one is the location, then size, shape, shadow, tone, or color, then texture, pattern, then sight, situation, and association. The height perception is also there. So first of all, let us discuss the location. There are two primary methods of obtaining precise coordinate information about an object. First one is the survey it in the field using traditional surveying techniques or global positioning system, that is GPS instruments, or collect remote sensor data of the object, register it to the image to the base map. Base map always we take topographical maps as the base map, and then extract the coordinate information directly from the rectified image. So this rectification is generally performed in a computer. However, we can extract coordinate information manually for a given point if we know the coordinates for a few points on the image and scale of the image. So this coordinate information can be obtained by measuring the distance of desired point from the known points other than the preceding two. Then the second element of image interpretation is the tone or color. So tone refers to the relative brightness or color of objects in an area in an image. Generally, tone is the fundamental element for distinguishing between different targets or features. Variation in tone also allows the elements of shape, texture, and pattern of objects to be distinguished. So generally, tone is the fundamental element for distinguish between different targets or features in panchromatic images. Any object will reflect its unique tone according to the reflectance. So here is that example of natural color image, multispectral natural color image. So the tone and color are used to identify the agricultural fields. The fields with crops or harvested are clearly separated by their tones and colors. Also note the tone difference shown on the bare fields indicating different soil moisture. Here also you can see the color where so this is the Zambezi River Delta. So when the river is meeting the sea, so it carries the sediments with it. So where the sediments are there in the ocean, so the tone is lighter, whereas the open water has the dark tone or the dark blue shade. So this is the example of color image and the panchromatic color. This is the true color image and this is the panchromatic image. The third one is the shape. Shape refers to the general form, structure, or outline individual objects. Shape can be a very distinctive clue for interpretation. Straight edge shapes typically represent urban or agricultural fields targets, while natural features such as forest edges are generally more irregular in shape, except where man has created a road or clear cuts. Farm or crops land irrigated by rotating sprinkle systems would appear as a circular shape. So the shape of an object is described as the geometric form represented on an image. Let's see the examples. So there are, they may be a rectangular, circle, a linear feature, or a polygon type features having irregular or uneven edges. So this is the man-made features and this is the natural features. Some man-made features have unique shapes like this one. And this is the alluvial fans along the east side of Death Valley, California. Alluvial fans can be easily recognized by their fan shape and adjacency to mountain fronts. So this is the ground view of pyramids of Egypt. So this is what we are talking about, the sprinkle fields. They are circular in shape, whereas this is the image of alluvial fans. So central pivot irrigation system in the Moro country, Oregon, most of the fields are planted with wheat. And this is the alluvial fan at the north of Tarpan Depression, Xinjiang, China. So this is the colored image of sprinkle irrigation system. So this red color indicates crop whereas the dark color represents the fallow land. This is the fallow land. Then the shape. Numerous components of the environment can be identified with reasonable certainty merely by their shape. This is true of both natural and features and man-made features. Like this is the stadium. You can identify it with its shape. Then this is the river. You can identify it by its meandering shape. And then Oxbow Lake and Cutoff meanders were there. So we can identify that this is a river. Whereas a more regular shape indicates man-made features. Here also, here you can see a settlement and a overbridge over here. So this is the central pivot irrigation system, a ground picture of that central pivot system, irrigation system. Then an ground view of alluvial fans. Then the size. Size of objects in an image is a function of scale. A proper photo scale should be selected depending on the purpose of the interpretation. The size of the object is one of the most distinguishing characteristics and one of the most important element of image interpretation. The most commonly measured parameters are length, width, perimeter, area, and occasionally volume. So size of object in an image is a function of scale. It is important to assess the size of a target relative to other objects in a scene, as well as the absolute size to aid in the interpretation of that target. A quick approximation of target size can direct interpretation to an appropriate result more quickly. For example, if an interpreter had to distinguish zones of land use and had identified an area with a number of buildings in it, large buildings such as factories or warehouses would suggest commercial property, whereas small buildings would indicate residential use. Let's see the example. So if we have seen a circular small size object on the image, that may be a well, whereas a large circular one will be the stadium or some other man-made feature. So the pattern is also an important element of visual image interpretation. Patterns refers to the spatial arrangement of visibility. Discernible object refers to the type repetition of some form over space. The objects may be arranged randomly or systematically. They may be natural or man-made. So the pattern refers to the spatial arrangement of visibly discernible objects, typically an orderly repetition of similar tones and textures will produce a distinctive and ultimately recognizable pattern. Orchards with evenly spaced trees and urban streets with regularly spaced houses are good examples of pattern. So the pattern is the spatial arrangement of an object. You can see how the plants are spatially arranged in a very regular manner, indicating an orchard or the man-made feature. So this is another example of pattern. Then the texture. Texture refers to the arrangement and frequency of tonal variation in particular areas of an image. Texture is one of the most important element for distinguishing features in radar imagery and high resolution high, spatial resolution images. Rough textures would consist of a mottled tone where the gray levels change abruptly in a small area, whereas smooth textures would have very little tonal variation. Let's see the example like this. The texture is associated with forest. This one may be a forest. Then pastures, and this one be a cropland. The color photograph shows the strong contrast in texture between forest, dark and coarse, then the pastures light and smooth, and farmlands light and smooth with regular road and drainage network. Then the texture is smooth, linear, irregular, fine, medium, and coarse. Then the shadow is also an important part of visual image interpretation. Shadow is usually a visual obstacle for image interpretation. However, shadow can also give height information about towers, tall buildings, etc., as well as shape information such as the shape of a bridge. So the shadow may provide an idea of the profiles and relative height of a target or targets, which could make identification easier. However, shadows can also reduce or eliminate interpretation in their areas of influence, since targets within shadows are much less discernible from their surroundings. So this is the example of shadow. So these houses are having a shadow. We can get the idea of sun angle also. So, but whatever features are under these shadow, we can get a little information about that features. Sometimes these shadows are misleading also. Like here we can see a dark black patch. So the dark black patch on an image indicates water. So this may be interpreted as water, but let's see what it is. It is a shadow of this Osborne, Sherry and Brandy, a wolf, a bull shadow is there. So sometimes shadow causes misinterpretation in the image also. Then comes the association. Site situation and association. Association refers to the fact that when we find a certain phenomena or activity, we almost invariably encounter the related or associated features or activities. So association takes into account the relationship between their recognizable objects or features in the proximity to the target of interest. So the identification of features that one would expect to associate with the other features may provide information to facilitate identification. Commercial properties may be associated with proximity to major transportation routes, whereas residential areas would be associated with the schools, playgrounds, and sport fields. So natural objects like sand, drainages, agriculture, water, snow, hilly terrain, they all are the can be identified by associating each other. Then the resolution of a sensor system may be defined as its capability to discriminate two closely spaced objects from each other. More than most of other pictures characteristics, resolution depends on the aspect of the remote sensing system itself, including its natural nature, design, and performance, as well as the ambient condition during the sensing program and subsequent processing of the acquired data. An interpreter must have a knowledge about the resolution of various remote sensing data products. So difference in aerial resolution. So this is the low resolution image. From low resolution image, less features or objects can be identified, whereas with the high resolution image, more features and objects can be identified. So how to interpret a satellite image? First of all, 5 tips and strategies for it. First of all, look for a scale. Scale is very important. If its scale is small, then less features can be identified, and if the scale is large, then more information can be obtained from a single image. Then look for the patterns, shapes, and textures. Then define the color, including shadows. Then find the north, so that you may got the direction information. Then consider your prior knowledge. That is, if not having the prior knowledge, then you can do the literature review of that area also. Then phases of image interpretation activities that include the detection, recognition, and identification, analysis, and idealization. So photo image reading involves the detection, recognition, and identification. Analysis deals with the purpose or aim for which interpretation is carried out, and accordingly the boundaries of interest are delineated. Like our purpose is to make a land use map, then we'll do accordingly. If the hydrology study is being done, then the study is being done accordingly. Then a classification whereby the comparison of different units is made by their physical and cultural features. Then the deduction is a combined process of photo image observation supported by observation from other sources like existing literature. Let's see what are the rules of systematic image interpretation. First of all, in an image interpretation, a systematic approach and proper methodology have to be employed. Then secondly, a biased view should be avoided. Let's see what are the steps of image interpretation. First of all, interpretation should be performed in steps. Interpretation should be more from general to specific purpose. That is to say, small scale to large scale. Then interpretation should be carried out from known to unknown objects. Like by looking at the image, whatever objects you can identify it first, just identify it first, and then go to the unknown objects and try to correlate it and apply all the elements of image interpretation to identify the object. Then photographs should be analyzed for its photographic quality. Then the recognition elements, the interpretation of image photographs is primarily based on the qualitative use of the photo elements and geotechnical elements for visual reading analysis and interpretation. Then the techniques of image interpretation involve the development of interpretation techniques has been mainly by the empirical method. The gap between the photo image on the one hand and the reference level, that is to say the level of knowledge in a specified field in the human mind on the other hand, is bridged by the use of image interpretation. The techniques adopted for one discipline may differ from those adopted for another. So the sequence of activity and the search method may have to be modified to suit the specific requirements. So image interpretation comprises at least 3 mental acts that may or may not be performed simultaneously. The measurements of images of objects, then the identification of the objects imaged, and the appropriate use of this information in the solution of the problem. Let's see in visual interpretation. The methodology of the interpretation for each separate discipline will depend on the kind of information to be interpreted, then the accuracy of the result to be obtained, the reference level of the person executing the interpretation. Fourth one is the kind and type of imagery or photographs available for the study. Then the instruments available like stereoscope is there and other instruments. Then scale and other requirements of the final map and the external knowledge available and any other sensor surveys that have been or will be made in the near future in the same area. So let's see what are the image interpretation keys that provide useful reference or refresher material and valuable training aids for noise interpreters are called image interpretation keys. They are used for identification of complex categories. There are two types of interpretation keys. One is the selective keys and the other one is the elimination keys. So the selective key a selective key is also called reference key, which contains numerous example images with supporting text. The interpreter selects one example image that most nearly resembles the feature or combinations found on the image under study. The second one is the elimination keys. An elimination key is arranged so that the interpretation proceeds step by step from the general to the specific and leads to the elimination of all the features or conditions except the one being identified. So elimination keys are also called the dichotomous keys, where the interpreter makes a series of choices between two alternatives and progressively eliminates all but one possible answer. The last one, the elimination key is used and successfully employed for the agricultural studies and for forest application. So this is all for the today's lecture, where we have discussed the various elements of visual image interpretation. I hope you all get some knowledge about this. So the 8 interpretation keys also elements, the 8 interpretation elements like size, shape, shadow, tone, color, texture, pattern, and association relationships, as well as the time the image taken is image is taken, season, film type, image scale or spatial resolution, and band combination and photo scale should be carefully considered while developing these interpretation keys. Keys usually include both a written and image component. So that's all for today's first lecture. Stay tuned for the second lecture that will be start shortly. Thank you all.